I realize that I'm a great man and many people will look up to me in the future. And that I haven't been on my best behavior for good reason. I've definitively proven that they are covertly drugging me and trying to set me up to go back to the psych ward. Nevertheless, I'm quite capable of transcending everything that they are doing. And there really is no good reason for me not to. So I will tell you this. When my challenge is up in 3 years, officially, it will keep going as long as I'm alive, but when I've reached the 3-year mark for when I deserve the plaques, at that point, I will stop expressing my warrior nature and I will transition into being a martial art master who's calm, cool, and collected, capable of deadly, precise strikes, and not training as a young man anymore, but as an older master, a grandmaster, if you will. Because I'm an old soul. I'm wise beyond my years. To the Freemasonic Lodge in Morgan Hill. I'm sure the word has gotten back to you all by now. It is more of a community center or a place they rent out, an auditorium with a Masonic lodge that the Masons own that they rent out to people. Nevertheless, you are all feeling me by now. I do not need to demonstrate anything anymore. Your God is not greater than mine. My God is the one true God, and He is not part evil. He is all good, all knowing, and all powerful. And He has instructed me in His own way, without talking to me. I'm not a prophet. In His own way, He has revealed to me that I'm to leave you alone. You are a small fish in a big pond. But always remember, it does not pay to go against the Lord's agenda. And to think that you can outsmart Yahweh, Adonai, what have you. You think that you can use science to confound God with contempt in your hearts. That will not work either. The Santa Clara County Sheriff Department, I realize you are just doing your job. And you people are some of the bigger conformists out there, trying to get other people to conform. You are serving the state, just like the military. I have been well aware of this ever since I became aware that your department existed. I know that you're influenced by secret societies and you work for the state. I am not going to mention you in a negative light in my videos. In fact, I will not mention you in my videos anymore. However, the Santa Clara County Mental Health Services, psychiatry, big pharma, all the rest, I will continue to mention. Masonry in general. I've given my word to deny the next generation of Masons their respect. Any positions you take, you will take in vain, because you will not have the accompanying respect that normally and otherwise would have come with those positions. My grandmother was the most honorable woman on the planet. Denied her place just like you have denied me mine. Only in my village back home in Nigeria did people give her her due respect. And I see this as a recurring theme in society. I see good people suffering. And I am the protector. I protect all that God has blessed, all that God loves, and all that is bound for heaven. And I am deeply disappointed and intensely resentful that you people wish to cross swords with the Skywalker. The great elephant does not take kindly to satanic scum pretending they know better than he does about himself and about how society should be ruled and operated. There is only one power in the universe and beyond, and that is God. Everything else is just everything else. So, as I've gone through life, seeing my great-grandfather on my mother's side, my grandfather, my great-grandmother, my son, my uncle, now my grandmother, all pass away, and more. While complete satanic filth continue to drug, murder, stalk, harass, manipulate, molest, abuse, psychologically, socially, spiritually, physically, the masses. One must ask themselves, how long will they continue to try Horus, the honorable, supreme, transcendent champion's patience before he makes them pay? Now, I am not threatening anybody. I am simply pointing out the question that logical minds and careful observers would logically ask. Now, just yesterday, the same day I made the video about my grandmother, I talked to a certain lady in Canada for hours on the phone. A certain lady that I am quite fond of, to say the least. And I'm sure that if you could talk to her, she will tell you that I was a perfect gentleman. I was calm. I was respectable, respecting, courteous, virtuous, considerate. These are the environmental factors that I am talking about. Even when one takes a loss, he is capable of comporting himself as a gentleman. You people had your fun mocking me and my family during this very, very grave period in our family history. You had your fun harassing and stalking. We come very close and more near. We draw nearer to the end. The tables are already starting to turn. The vast resources you have allocated to my targeting and repressing and suppressing my voice and trying to confound my speech and deny me my freedom of expression. These things are costing you dearly already. How long will you run the people that I care about off the road with 5 children in the car? How long will you kill my family members? How long will you mock the Lord Almighty before a different kind of unconventional war is upon you? Before you are forced to face reality? I have taught everyone who would listen what reality means, the nature of reality, and how to live in reality. Reality is coming for you all. My grandmother, the last time I remember she was in the hospital, she prayed for me in the hospital in California, not too far away from where I am right now. I still remember that look. The look of a selfless woman. A real Christian, even though she is a Catholic. She was a Catholic. a true Christian, a true woman of God, a true follower of Christ. That is the tradition of the Igbos. That is the legacy of the Igbos. Nobility before Catholicism and Christianity, during Catholicism and Christianity, and evermore. That is what it means to be an Igbo. It's sort of like being a Hebrew that is still in God's good graces. See, when you do Chukwu Emeka wrong, you are not challenging only me, but everything that is right, virtuous, and true. Everything that is honorable and divine. And God has got my back. Even if I live the rest of my life in peace, you will regret it. Remember this face, with or without a beard, in my suit, in my martial arts uniform, in a custom tee. Remember this face. For this is the reason that you have damned yourselves by opposing God. I am the reason you will fall short of glory. You remember your laughs, your jokes, your trolling. You remember your insults. For the wages of sin is death indeed. The wages of betrayal and blasphemy is eternal damnation, eternal shame, destruction, and misery. There will be gnashing of teeth. There will be great lamenting. I am trained to fight and to win, to see dangers and understand them, and you people are walking a dangerous road that ends in a very painful, unbearable place and way. Keep thinking you will win and that there is no afterlife, or God will magically take your side as you persecute the righteous. Keep thinking it is a good idea. Not only does the heavens belong to those like the Igbo, but I will deny you your reign on earth as well. I will die doing just that, and the righteous will continue this great and worthy struggle. It seems rather unfortunate that only now, in the end, does a woman decide, a white woman, not that it matters, but for the record, who's part Irish, only now in the end does a woman decide that I am worthy of love and marriage. The righteous are coming for the wicked, and you shall receive us, along with the just recompense for your transgressions, sin, and iniquities. I am not saying I am perfect, but I walk with the Lord, and they have communion with Satan. They will say little things like, "We are not afraid of you." You are not afraid of me, says the cornered impala to the leopard. You are not afraid of me, says the damned to the righteous. You are not afraid of me. I tell you this, afraid or not, when the leopard hunts, he hunts. Isn't that right, little fella? When the leopard hunts, he hunts. Can you believe they think we're playing around here? They think the great leopard raises sheep and cowards. Those who love the Lord love the immortal leopard. Say hi to my fans. Say bye to those who are against us. The leopard hunts, my son. And we will be victorious. In the name of the Lord. Yehotas, the leopard hunts.
Jump!